So I spoke to a number of companies at the end of last year about the trends that they expect from travel in 2022. And most of them had something to say about bookings that were coming in for these big splashy vacations. And these were big companies as well as tiny shops. So actually, Expedia did a survey of 12,000 travelers across 12 countries and found that 65% of those respondents said that they plan to, quote, go big on their next holiday. Now, interestingly, Singapore was one of the places that were on the survey. And respondents here said that they were the least likely to have traveled during the pandemic, but they were the most likely to want to splash out some cash and really treat themselves on their next trip. So we are seeing this happening all over, but it may be that it is even stronger in locations where people have had less opportunities for travel. Now, one final word about splurging and costs. So travelers have indicated via surveys that they are prepared to spend more this year. And that may be a very good thing because costs are up. Things such as gasoline, food, hotels, home rentals, vacation home rentals. These are all things that you can expect to pay more for this year than you did in 2019. One area, however, still remains cheaper for some, and that is domestic airfare. Even that might be changing due to rising demand as well as fuel costs. Back to you.
Monica, one quick follow-up from me. As we plan these travel arrangements, there's just so much uncertainty out there because if you book a trip to, say, Peru or to, say, the UK, travel restrictions, quarantine measures change all the time. They can be so last minute. Are travelers that you speak to, are they prepared to make quick adjustments in light of latest news developments coming up or latest restrictions popping up?
Yeah, so there's two things that are affecting this. One is the industry's move to having flexible cancellation policies. That's key. So people now, you should always check, but they feel more comfortable that if they book something, they can get their money back or even not pay until they travel. But two, to your point about how difficult it is to travel now, that is causing a rise in demand for travel agents. So even people that are formerly, quote, DIY travelers, they're used to doing their own travel planning. They're now turning to agents because booking your own flights and plans and hotels is one thing. Trying to navigate all of these COVID restrictions, vaccination documents, entrance requirements, backup plans should you need it, people are now turning to professional help.